Right there. There's a stall. What can I do for you? Okay, I think he... Okay, what? Okay, he has a broadsword as well, so he good. Buy a couple of these. Yeah, with, I've gotten that error too, even though it'll be people I'll be subscribed to. And it's just, unfortunately, like, I don't even have ad blocker on when I'm on certain channels. Like, if I'm coming into a new channel for the first time, I usually activate it just that way I can see the channel. If it's someone I like, I just keep it off, but, and that's usually I have, like, setting, like, look at you, kiss those muscles. Kiss those goddamn muscles. But, that's good. Okay, you tried out purple. I never heard of purple yet. Like, I just use, like, an average ad blocker for the most part. So I'm using, like, freaking Facebook. Gosh, dude, it's just ads everywhere in that place. I like to change the color in this often, as you can probably already tell. I like that, actually. That's a nice blue. Yeah, that's a pretty blue. We'll keep that. Scuttle. Alright, map. Oh, I didn't check out this area yet. See, I wish that some developer would, or some company would take the rights for this game and either re-release it on, you know, Steam or whatever else. Because it's just so good. Like, this game, I feel like it needs to be, you know, kind of put on modern platforms. Yeah, that blue hits it, though. That's actually a nice blue. Like, I'm looking at it, it clashes the red a little bit, but it's otherwise, you know, really fabulous blue there. Yeah, I love this. It's like one of my favorite, it's up there, one of my favorite dungeon crawlers on the, besides Shining in the Darkness, this one was like just absolutely fantastic because of all the quality of life little things they tuck into it. Like, it's some stuff obviously tactile, which is not a problem, but it's just a real, like, it's definitely if you're gonna put it up to Shining in the Darkness is a little bit better, but this one is like just, it's up there. Like, it's a very unique game in every stretch. I use Chrome. Yeah, because, like, Chrome, it seems like they managed to do some pretty good ad blocking on there, but then it was like recently they did something, and now it's, or at least Twitch did, that they caused all kinds of issues. Because a lot of the ad blockers on Chrome is, like, fantastic. Like, I'd be looking at a website and I'll be seeing like 30 different ads. I'm like, please, I just want to read your article real quick. And it's like, I know it supports the website, but it's like, geez, slow it down a bit. The bills ain't going nowhere. I don't get that either, though, about Darwin. He was like, he has like this busted damage, but they had no weapon. I'm like, how the heck was he doing any damage? He has a sword on his shoulder when I first encountered him. I was expecting him to at least have like a pre-stock weapon, but no, they just said, no, he's barehanded. I was like, elves don't mess around in this game. Straight to business. Now, I'm actually kind of excited, though, to get back into Dragon Quest V tomorrow. Because we're going to have our usual spread of some more indie titles. And we're basically going to be going and covering a couple games tomorrow. And I'm excited about those games. Again, it's like there's great games popping up left and right. And at the same time, it's sort of like there was an emptiness after I stopped playing Dragon Quest series. Because I'm trying to get through all of them. And there's like, besides 10, it's like I've just been frothing at the mouth to keep playing those. But at the same time, I know I'm also getting drained of playing as all kinds of RPGs all the time. And so that's why I try to like break out and play, you know, games like Slave Zero and everything. Like a lot of the PC or console shooter games are just fantastic to me. Yeah, kind of a break and a variation, as well as some of the puzzle first-person games I love. Like Myst and... No, that one game we played here from the from Scion, it was good. I actually liked it. I was kind of hoping for more of... Okay, we're getting into the forest here in a second. Oh crap, he actually knows some spells. Yeah. Maybe later. I also noticed MP... Oh, I'm gonna pick the troll game. Tease him. The Hobbit, was that the... The Hobbit, is that the... ZX Spectrum one, or is that the PlayStation 2 era one? The Spectrum, okay. ZX one? It's like, no, Daniel, stop that. Stop it. You cut that shit out right now. I'm gonna turn this whole goddamn car around, Daniel. Yeah, the ZX Spectrum Hobby one. I remember that one faintly. Like it was between that one and Labyrinth, the David Bowie film one. Yeah, like ZX Spectrum. That's it's because a harder computer to set up. If you have a proper one, it's like it isn't as bad, but it's still it's a more of a rare play. Unless you get like some collection somewhere, but even then, like trying to get the actual hardware and the software nowadays, either you're bootlegging it or you have it, and it's just your collection isn't as big unless you find some source for it. Are you wearing a black paper plate? No, this is the freaking. Oh, you're talking. Are you talking about him or me? Me? Oh no, no. This is just a thing to keep my hair on my nose or off my nose. No, she ran out of bait. Shit. Ah. Okay. I found out that the honey in this actually gives you like passives. I was reading the manual and I was like, oh, that's what those are for. And I was like, I thought honey was just like an extra item that just gives you like a, you know, replenishes your stuff. But no, it's like full on, these are permanent buff or stat increase. It's not a paper plate. Trust me, I got tons of paper plates downstairs. Me too, I love honey. I should have bought more tents. Do I have to get more pins for my hat? I saw a couple I wanted, so I'm gonna go grab those later. Agility honey. They gave me all the honey. There we go. Sala's agility is increased, which is actually good for mages. Endurance honey. Oh, give it to me. Do 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 do. Oh, honey, honey. Darwin I also have to share with as well. Ooh, pardon me, burp. How you doing there, Retro Chaos? Let me get you a shout out here. It's pretty fabulous. Like, this is, ironically, this is one of my favorites. Like, it's not of all time, necessarily, but it's up there in terms of, like, the console... Fuck! But, let's see. Let's see. Oh, thank you kindly. And again, be sure to check out Retro Chaos, which is currently going through an N64 subathon that will blow your mind. You were. I seen it right there. But yeah, this one up next to Shining in the Darkness, and even ironically, Might and Magic on the NES were pretty awesome dungeon crawlers. Even the first Phantasy Star technically had their hat in the ring when it came to the, at least with certain elements of that one. Paper Mario was a fantastic game. Intelligence honey. Oh, I need a gallon of that. Just for myself. Increase my curriculum. See, I can't even say it. I definitely need the honey. No, don't give it to Rooks. Wait, what? I thought it duplicated for a second. I was like, what? I didn't mean to do that. I meant to give it to Salah. My finger got heavy. Wham, blam it. Wham, blam it, all the wham, blam. Okay, okay, I'm gonna make sure I carefully give this to Darwin. He's our hype man. Yeah, because I pressed down but didn't register it. So when I pressed, I thought I did, and I just pressed the A button. I was like, oh shit. There. Inventory. Yeah, there's that one, and like they did Daggerfall. Oh, wait, where am I going? I wish I could move this map. Like, for example, this is like my only grievance though with sometimes with console dungeon crawlers, you don't quite be able to move your map in earlier games. Whereas like PC ones, you can kind of just lightly move the thing a little bit. Like, I love those. Like a little bit more freedom of you know, just movement for maps and everything, which is fantastic. Water card. Yeah, like seeing someone shoot through freaking Daggerfall like that blew my mind. I was like, holy crap. Like he had it down like he made a monopoly of that. Like he was just done with that game. I mean, Morrowind is that much of a, a speed run because it's sort of like it's not as exciting. And it isn't a knock against their speed at all. It was just the fact that he did it so fast it wasn't as crazy. I was like, oh, all right. And Oblivion came up, like, oh, okay. Oh, he's clipping through the freaking world. Cool. But the earlier games, like Arena and all that, you blink and it was done too. I was like, so I think Arena took a little while longer. As soon as you get that fly spell and all that, like the gravity one, that kind of bump your fall or kind of pad your fall, you just gotta know where to land. And I never remember that, so. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I blinked and it was over. I was like, what the hell? I was hanging out with a Ready Set playing, playing some Tears of the Kingdom, and I turn around, that shit was done. I was like, what the fuck happened? I was sad. I was like, damn. I gotta turn, if I watch this on YouTube, I have to turn that shit on slow motion or something so I can see it. And they'll be rambling about speed strats or whatever, the speedrun strats as they call it, and I'd just be, you barely hear the spat. They're like, they spat out the strat, and they're like, oh yeah, so we gotta go like this real quick, and you gotta bounce against this wall, and you gotta go reload and load and reload and reload and load and save and save, and punch a donkey over there, and it's like it's over. And I'm like, what? Time. And I'm like, what the fuck? What happened? Just, and then you grab this plate here, you put it against the wall, and load this sexy man. How you doing, Mr. Havoc? I'll give you a shout out. Let me see. All the awesome folks are coming on in tonight. Make sure I'm spelling things correctly. Nope. So I gotta really bring this monitor up here because it's like it's hard for me to read it. Aw. I hope the stream can improve your anxieties. But again, be sure. Oh, got 2 shoutouts. There we go. 3 shoutouts, I think. We did it. But be sure to check out Mr. Havoc, who's currently doing the land. Dude was on top of it. But he's currently working on his land room at the moment, which looks freaking awesome, by the way. Like, I'm loving the setup as far. Like, he has a really cool camera setup in the corner. He had it all so close to moving into the new room, and there's been a small setbacks. Actually, there's been really... Ah, gotcha. Well, I hope that the setbacks flip around and, some positivity comes your way. Yeah, because, like, that's still, like, the setup you had so far, I was looking at that going, that is freaking cool. Like, it was just an awesome, the whole setup so far. Like, it's just looking at the room itself, I'm like, man, I would sneak in some, like, LEDs in the corner of the room. And then, so if someone gets like a shot or something, like a shot with like Quake or something like that, you have a little flickering light. That'd be so freaking wild. Just boom, headshot. And you're like, oh, there goes, of course it has to blink green. That'd be so funny. Like a little bloop. Like I'm watching that room and it's makes my heart happy just seeing it so far. Like I love the space of it, perfectly sized, very symmetrical. Like I was sitting there walking in there going, man. Ah, gotcha. That's actually going to be pretty cool. Have a little sound effect like when you toggle between the cameras, like or that with that beep beep sound effect when the got that little movement there to it. Oh gee. You just made me think about that Meryl thing there when you're going through the air duct. I don't know why that popped up in my head. Oh my god, Meryl. Fucking clawing for that air duct, you look down, she just turned... That was like the most interesting Easter egg ever, because all the horny males are just... and females are looking at it going, how you doing? Like, I was laughing at that. Like, my friend showed it to... Like, he literally had a save just on his memory card just to that part. I'm like, why? He had one unique memory card for that air duct. Like, it was, nothing else was in the car. If you see Metal Gear on that, you load it up, and it was right a couple moments before that. I'm like, this is a nasty motherfucker. Like, man. Ah. Hold on. I have an idea. Hold on. It's like the bot recently has been a troll, so... Like, I turned off some of the stuff, but it just... Some strange reason they'll update it and stuff will revert or something. I don't know. It's weird, too, because someone was, like, sending me a link and... Yeah, fuck that bot. Hashtag fuck that bot. I'm gonna rename it fuckbot and fucking... She'll come in here like... Dan? Like, what? Fuck that bot. There we go. Now, if you type in caps, I think you should be fine. I think I fixed it. How can I ban the bot? There you go. Perfect. You win. Perfect. Oh, we were just talking about this in your Discord, but I got this in. I have to set this up and install it, and holy crap, is this giving me hell. But I finally got reloaded in, which apparently it's not for resale outside of North America, but I got a hold of this, and I was like, oh, sweet. And I went to go install it, I drew a blank. I was like, because I'm excited about this game because it's so fun. Like, it's, it was good on the PS1, but on the PC, it's even better. Yeah, it's so good. Like, I have to get the copy of the original game reloaded, but it just reloaded was really good too. Like, it just, all the games hit the spot. It's just over the top violence, but it's a good kind of violence. And then, besides all the bullshit's been happening around here, I ended up getting this in the mail as well, which finally completed my Nier collection so far. So I got Nier Andromeda, and I got Replicant, I got the original Nier, so now I'm good. And they're great games too, like they're very long. So I always wonder why they changed the main character from the original game into a kid, but it is what it is, I suppose. You change it from a daddy to a brother, and I was like... I mean, they're not bad games, or it's still a fantastic game to play, but I was confused. Like... Wait, what? Oops. Yeah, I have to figure out how to get that installed, though, otherwise. Like, I pulled it off the disc, because my DVD drive here is giving me hell. So I'm going to try to see if I can hook up this into my laptop, install it, zip up the folder, then drag and drop it into this computer over here, then take all the install... You know what I mean? Just gotta get it... It's a very... Like, this one was very interesting. Like, it was... The arrow went over the head... like games like Take No Prisoners or whatever, and what's the other one? Mage Slayer. Games like that were very popular. And it was around that decade where overhead violent gauntlet style games were just getting up there in popularity. Mage Slayer, I still got to get that game, like the control scheme, where it's comfortable for me to play, but otherwise it's in that era, that time frame where those came out, and that one in particular was a very unique one. Like it was one of those games that was absolutely cool. Like, it was just a very violent game, though. Not as bad as Hatred, but it was pretty good. Like, Hatred, God. Like, I played that game and I was, like, shocked at it. I was like... And it takes a lot to shock me, but that game shocked me. I mean, it was just over-the-top violence. Almost, I needed violence. Mage Slayer, yeah. Mage Slayer, I love that game because it was such... The vibe of it was fantastic. And it was just such a cool, well-made game. But then at the same time, I need a better control scheme for myself. Because using the mouse too much, it hurts my hand. So I have to find a way to use the controller. Because it's, for whatever reason, it's just the sensitivity of my mouse just goes wonkers. And so I'll have to tinker with it to get it to run right. At some point in the future, I'm going to try to get Take No Prisoners as well, because I love that game too. Because Meat Puppet dropped, and I was shocked that dropped. Like, that's a name from the past I have not seen in years. And I was shocked it even dropped on GOG, and I was like, what? It is a great game, too. It's like a lot like Crusader No Remorse and No Regret. Yeah, it dropped on GOG, apparently. I didn't even know. Meat Puppet. Like, that's a game... That's what I'm saying. Like, I looked over and it just dropped. I was like, what is this madness? Like, because GOG for the longest time where it had this spell where they were just releasing nothing but anime hentai games or whatever, which is nothing wrong with that. But it just, for me, I was kind of hoping for more retro games, like some more variety with that. And every so often they'll throw out something for whatever, and I'm like, all right, that ain't bad, but where's this? And then they dropped that, and my brain went, like, just cranium went on the side, just copped off clean, circular fashion. It was like I ate the red version of this right here, and it was hitting me. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, it dropped, I think, a couple of weeks ago or a month or so ago. It's a great game. Like, that one is... I love it. I have to set up my controls I used to have. But it was definitely one of the more unique titles released, too. Like, it was... Pardon me, I keep burping. Yeah, it was surprising to see, because that one, I thought that one was just lost forever. You know, and I was like, damn, I wish this pops up on some platform at some point. Nothing, right? And then it just popped up out of nowhere, and I was like, oh my, it was a surprise. Like, it was between that, I think it dropped along the time, I think, with, like, Death Keep. Around that time frame. Oh, I think I got up to here and I had to back out because I needed gear. And this area, I think, is when a village pops up. I'll take the gold. Oh, these boys gonna play hard with the water. Yeah, I definitely need to get a new summon here pretty soon. Now she's had to hit a lot harder than she used to. Okay, that's... Okay, those guys are fire type. Use 2 on this. The assassins are neutral. There we go. This is where enemies start to clap my cheeks here. These enemies are freaks in the sheet. Yeah! Alright, so medicine. Oh, I had a sleeping bag in my inventory this whole time. I didn't even realize it. Or 2 of them. No, 1 of them. Okay. I thought the ring was a sleeping bag. I don't know why. Don't mind me. The drugs are starting to take hold. Oh, no, I'll take all this money. Apparently this area is supposed to be filled with money too, so I'm not complaining. I'll take all that and so I can stock up some good gear. Which I think this game was the only thing it had going was literal... I don't remember ever seeing any armor in this one. Yeah, Meat Puppet, and it was that one, and Mage Slayer I want to see pop up on GOG at some point. Like those, Mage Slayer, I fucking love that game. I just need to get a way, because I used to have a setup where it was like silky controls when I had it set up, and now I playing on my newer computer, it just, for some odd reason, it's acting funky. Sala's power has been increased. She's catching it. I respect her hustle. The princess knows what's up. Do the hustle. More gold. Again, I'll never turn down some gold. I'm pretty excited for Dragon Quest V. Like, I keep bringing it up, but I'm actually excited because I'm kind of leaning back into RPGs a little bit. At the same time, I still want to try to make it so I'm not doing too many, but I mean, this right here was kind of like an improv. I was kind of wait for it for afterwards. Level 13. Defensive impair. So a lot of debuffs are happening in this game so far. Wait, what's over here? Okay, it's just a wall. Another brick in the wall. More gold. And this entire area, too, is like nothing but lines and everything. I remember this level pretty well. Some little tough enemies here and there, but nothing too bad. Yeah, and that guy is not messing around with defense. Pick out these assassins at least. Asteropod is just freaking rough. Kicking our butts. There we go. I have to stock up on some more of those. There we go, some variety here. Under my Jella, Ella, under my Jella, Ella. We'll eat some fried Nutella together, sitting beneath my umbrella. I don't know where I was going with that. Nutella to me is like way too rich. Like it's like I like Nutella to a point, but it's like I can't eat a lot of it. Like people be pounding out a whole jar of the thing, and I'm like, how can you even do that? Like, oh. People making donuts out of it. I was like, what? Oh god, my cavities are screaming. I'm sorry, my feelings are screaming, technically. Don't get me wrong, I like some sweet thing. I like donuts and all that. You guys, you can probably already tell, but fuck. I've seen people even make like Nutella dessert pizzas, and like that is just hardcore. Something had to be done about those. Oh my god, there's even more of them. You got the assassin part right, jeepers. It could be worse though, it could be Vegemite. But how you doing there? Oh, I mean, when it comes to Vegemite, I tried it in the past. I was like, woo! That was too much. I did the whole butter and, you know, toast and everything with it because my friend Charlie from Australia is like, you gotta try it. And I'm like, I'm just sitting there going, I have to try it. He goes, yes, you must put it on some bread with some butter. Very thin. And I was like, what? And then so I tried it. I was like, holy crap. It was intense. Like, yeah, a little jar about this big, and it's just like, holy crap. It was insane. Ah, fuck. Those tea biscuits? Are those tea? Fuck, now I gotta look it up now because my OCD is gonna think about that all night. Those have to be tea biscuits. Oh, no, no, that's I'm not totally thinking a total wrong thing here. It's, a thick and salty meat extract paste. Similar to a yeast extract developed in the 1800s. So basically, Mindwipe is a vampire. But no. It was introduced in the 1870s and then by John Lonson Jensen, which was sold in a distinctive bituminous jar as it cubes and granulates. So it's okay. So basically, kind of like a gravy-like texture then. Okay, kind of. Oh, actually, no. Very similar to what I was just mentioning with the butter. It's a broth. Okay, that seems very pleasant though.
Everyone get down! It's a raid!
It's a raid! Get to the chopper! The RC, welcome on in. Let me get you a shout out command real quick while I'm tabbed out of the game real quick. But how you doing? How was your stream this evening for those coming on in? My name is Dan Van Dam. I play retro games such as this, which I'm trying to get installed at the moment. I play some newer games. So again, this channel is mostly retro as well as indie. Ah, thank you kindly for that shout out command. Yeah, this one is absolutely, this one's absolutely fantastic. Like I love it because of how it's basically like the classic dungeon crawlers we remember on PC and everywhere else, but it has a nice little quality of life in there. Yeah, it's very similar to Vegemite then, because I'm looking at it here and it's kind of like the Marmite kind of, I guess, combination where it'd probably be really good. Like this stuff is kind of like, I guess it'd have the similar taste to it's probably used for like pies and everything. What's a Google? Oh. I'm sorry, that kicked me in the face. Oh. Yeah, it looks like it's a gravy, like a bouillon, or yeah, tongue-tied. Bouillon cubes. Bouillon cubes? Beef cubes? Yep. Yeah, it's basically like, it looks like, from looking at the pictures, people also put it on like meat pies and everything. See, that I could probably deal with if I put very thin spread of it and, or just use it as like a broth in general. Like there's a chicken version of it and there's a beef version of it. So I'm assuming it's probably very salty, but it'd probably be fantastic if you made like a good a base or something. But eating it straight up, I'd probably be like, just like, oh my god, like the bouillon cubes, like those I can't even eat. As a kid, I was stupid. I put one of the the cubes in my mouth. I can never say that word correctly. Bouillon cubes. Yeah. Like bouillon. It's like as a kid, I put one of those cubes in my mouth. It was the worst mistake I've ever made. It is hardcore. It's like, oh, it kicked me right in the face. Like it was a drop kick. An absolute drop kick. I was like, oh my god, it was hardcore, and I tried Vegemite, and it was just, that was hard. It was just menacing. I think the flavor is too much for me. I don't think it was horrible, but it was just... Oh, no, I just play, I played a game getting over it, and all my anger just... It's summed up quite nicely, or Boshi, for that matter. Oh, now it's working. Okay. My staple used to be like marshmallow fluff and peanut butter. Back when peanut butter used to be cheap. You guys remember that? Because in my room right here, I have a big fucking jar of peanut butter. And I just grab a spoon and I go to town with it. But I just so I can get my protein intake. Yeah, it is. It's one big fucking jar. A 4-pound... Exactly, like it was... Like, when it comes to me and peanut butter, I don't love it, but I like it at the same time. And then there's this I've been turned on to here, because me and Ready Set tried out this I've been turned on to this flavor right here for ramen, which is like the second tier up from the hottest they got. From assuming, I think it's up even harder than the red packet for this version, but this right here. Oop. Like I was showing this earlier, I grabbed a couple of these from Wally World, and because I discovered the Walmart that I went to actually had these really cheap for $1 something, and people have been trying to mark these up on eBay, and I've been trying to get one of these, and so I bought 2. But I got them because I like eating these every once in a while with something savory. And they're really good. Basically. Yeah, like... Yeah, the red packet of these... what the hell did I drop it? Oh, run over here. Speaking of dropping stuff. My Twisted Metal ice cream scoop. But, yeah, I got both of these right here, and I love it on this temperature because it isn't... Everyone here eating pork, everyone here is living the dream, eating their steak dinners, being obscene while I'm sitting here, baby. Living my dreams, eating my pork and beans, yeah. Yeah, like Asian market usually. Like these here, now Walmart started getting smart to the idea that a lot of college kids or a lot of thrifty kids like to grab, this stuff because it's popular on TikTok for whatever reason. So you have these hotheads buying a bunch of these out, and so they put it on eBay and everything for crazy prices, and I'm just like, it'd be nice to have something like this versus the packet one. Alright, Mr. Havoc, again, thank you kindly for hanging on out for a while. But, yeah, those right there, though, are just their money. Exactly, ramen, like, even just the regular ramen noodles, you can do so much with those. Even if you don't use the packets with it, you can turn those into, like, spaghetti dinners, as they're just noodles. Because I was super hungry one night, and so I made, like, kind of like a tomato roux, and then I made this, like, spaghetti kind of dinner with it. Now, obviously, you can't beat linguine from, like, Balali and all that, but it's yummy. It's pretty yummy. But ever since I got to try out some of the Korean ramens, oh my god, it's night and day. Because, like, there's a crazy amount of depth and flavor to it. Like, the same thing with, like, kimchi and everything. Like, I don't like some of the perishable or non-perishable powder kimchi little noodle ones as much, but kimchi, like, trying out kimchi with, like, this, I think it was, like, Korean fried chicken, was just, like, godly. I was like, oh my god. Oh yeah, Saba's really good. Like, I try to hold back too much now and too much spice, and it's only because, like, I'll be, like, having certain meals, like, I can't have pork fat anymore, because my gut will flip out on me. So I can't have, like, bacon or anything like that, so it sucks, because I like bacon quite a bit. I mean, it's turkey bacon, but I don't like turkey bacon. Like, I tried it many times, and I do not like turkey bacon. I can eat, you know, beef and everything like that. That doesn't bug me, but just pork. Just whatever reason, pork just fucks my gut up. Oh, Filipino's amazing too. Like, I love fusion meals as well. Like, there's a lot of folks who kind of like, oh no, keep it as regular as it can be. But at the same time, when you have, like, a fusion style cuisine, like, you usually get rewarded. Like, the British, when they started to infuse a lot of, like, the Indian cuisine, holy shit, was that fantastic. Like, just seeing it unfold is beautiful. Yeah, oh. I'll say definitely the British has it made when it comes to the Indian palate. Like kebabs and everything, it's just like, oof, looking at it from a distance, I'm like, fuck, that looks good. It just looks so fucking good. And I'm a big fan of, like, vegetable, like, good, you know, freshly cooked vegetable with meat. Like, I could, there's only a few vegetables I will not eat. Like, I'm not into bean sprout. I'm not into a few items particularly, but there's certain things like, you know, snow peas. I will destroy snow peas. Yeah, like, I have to... Every once in a while, I have to eat these. To kind of flatline my acid, because I'll wake up in the morning sometimes and it'll just... My entire body will just hurt because of the stomach acid. So it's like if obviously I've been eating certain foods and I'm fine, like I can have peanut butter. That's, doctors told me, yeah, eat peanut butter. If you're hungry, drink water, subside your cravings. I eat snack foods. Though I say that, I have chips sitting over there, but, or crisps. And definitely won't. Well, the thing too is like I'll usually cook, and when I do cook, it's kind of like I put seasoning in it, like flavor, and no one around here likes seasoning for whatever reason. And the thing is, I don't repetitively use the same seasoning neither, and they think I do. And they're like, "What do you keep using this for?" I was like, "I don't use that. I put salt, pepper in this." And that whole thing about everyone flipping out because they're like, "Oh my God, who's putting this on top of a steak? Are you ruining a steak?" It's like, at the end of the day, steak is just steak. You cook it, you eat it. So if someone decides to put like a dry rub on that, which you're technically supposed to, then it tastes even better. What already tastes good can taste even better if you apply the right chemistry to it. When anyone decides to put steak on it, or A1 steak sauce on a steak, it isn't because the steak was any less valuable. It's just the fact that they just like the flavor. And they're using the steak as an excuse to enjoy the A1. Or if they use like a Worcestershire sauce, sauce on steak to marinate it, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. Or even butter and garlic. That's, like, to me, that's like the best combination as well, along with like dill or rosemary mixed in with that. Very aromatic experience. And I sit here and I listen to people get all fucking pissy about others. I'm like, why are you getting pissy at them? You're not eating that steak, are you? They're ruining it. How do you know they're ruining it? They could be loving it. Like, it's substance at the end of the day. We're figuring out ways to fancy it up. Seraph is getting her ass kicked. Yeah, exactly. It's like the quickest crash course with any seasoning or any condiment is basically a salt enhances what is already there. Pepper just kind of gives it a nice little flavor. And a good sear is a good sear. And butter, if anything, is just a good fat that's added to, something that lacks fat. So some people just buy cheap flax steaks or whatever that don't barely have any fat in it. So the butter, in turn, has a nice flavor to it. And so it just, again, adds good flavor to it. And why did I do that? I should have just kept going. Yeah, exactly. With mushroom. Exactly. But like butter and garlic just work amazingly with steaks. Man, these salamapods are just such a pain. Yeah, like steak chips is pretty good. Like, I like to season mine a lot. Like, I got this seasoning salt downstairs. I forgot the brand of the names exactly. Wait, is it up here? But when I do popcorn or certain other things, I usually use this chili and lime spread here. And I kind of just... Like, I use this with popcorn mostly. As I drop it on the floor. Like, just great on fries, too. Like, I don't do it all the time because it's like sometimes it's just I'm not in the mood for the lemon part, the lime part of it. It tastes good on fry. Like, if you have a certain fry, it's not bad. But it depends on the dish I'm having with it. Which is weird because I'll eat hot sauce all day. Doesn't mess with my gut. If I eat pork, that's it. Exactly. Like me and like grits, for example. Grits are just such a universal compound. Like it's very gritty meal, or it's very gritty in general, but butter or cinnamon, sugar with that is just it's good. Like I just love it. And good cornbread, of course. It has to be cast iron though. Like I'm very particular about that too. Like me and Reggie said, I have a very similar palate with that. Of like, if you're giving me cornbread, I hope it's from a cast iron. Like I hope it is. If it ain't, I'm not gonna be mad because at the end of the day, do what you can. But see what everyone's stats here real quick. Darwin is like a battle mage. Condition satisfactory. Okay, so her definitely I need to start using her spells more often. Which is bizarre for Salah because she's actually doing our attribute man. Okay, so technically he's like a spell sword. Everyone in this game is a spell sword, apparently. Now I want grits. I'm kind of angry at myself. Not enough MP. How about if I pay attention to the messages? I was like, something's going on here. Definitely need new weapons here pretty soon. Oh, yeah. Wait. This way? Okay, time to use some of these cards. Ring funny, do 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 do. Okay, give her some of that. Okay, Darwin definitely needs endurance. Oh yeah, he absolutely needs it. Okay, we need to go back around here. Agility, honey. Restore, honey. What? Okay, HP is increased, so... I should have probably gave him the agility. Oh, where's that map in this too? Okay, middle. MP, honey. Give this to Lala. Get one more up. Trying to scoop up all we can for all the chests. I'm trying to be good about using my magic here, because technically with her, she's like a... like a walking battery, so she keeps recharging. I'll take all that golds. This card ain't metal, I don't know what is. Ifrit. Ooh, shit, he hits hard. Okay, that works harder on him. Just attack. I don't do shit to him. That buff she gave just saved the fucking day. Alright. Nice! We did it! You've earned the Spire Spirit. I'll take it. The Fire Spirit. Are you telling me the spirits were attacking or be humans? Or attacking humans? This can't be. The whole world is going crazy. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I've got to hurry. Be careful. I'll see you again if there's a chance. He looks so fucking cool. kind of magic does he do? Stomp? Oh, look at this badass motherfucker. This is the force of doubt it. Ho ho! Wolfsbane! Hi guys! Watch this. Okay, I feel inadequate. You gave me a fire elemental, then you put me against water type. What the hell kind of world am I living in? He looks badass though. Music is so good in this level. You're not gonna tease me this time? Like the cards in this game, like some of the spirits here just look so freaking just awesome. Attribute 3 is pretty nice and it doesn't cost as much. Has been increased. Level 10? Or HP is 10? It is. There it is. That just made my soul sad. They're like, here's a water elemental based enemy. Try to fight that. It's like, oh man. Has heavy resistance against fire. Excuse me. Who is it? I'm busy. Oh, Rooks, it's been a long time. Who is this? I am known as Salala. The slain king had a daughter named... Oh, I'm sorry. That's all right. Princess Lessa heard your whereabouts was unknown, but I can see you now. You are safe. Wasn't there twins? My sister? I have heard some bad things. I'm sorry. No, don't be sorry about it. Don't worry about it. I guess I'm rude in my old age. I am sorry. Why don't you come in and sit and talk a while? Well, the evil Empress. I thought you might know something. I don't really know the details, but if you are to defeat Ramstara, you need 4 different kinds of spirits. There are 3 kinds of treasures. Spirits and treasures. That's right. The 4 kinds of spirits are wind, fire, water, and earth. The 3 treasures are the spirit sword, the enchanted jewel, and the crystal sword. These are only things that can contain the evil Empress. Just like the ancient legend. Yes, the legend of Fanas. If such thing can be done again, we will need someone with the strengths and talents of Fanal had. That's right, the only cardmaster can do it. I guess you are right. Lasala, don't you have it the enchanted jewel? Yes, I have it hidden away in someplace safe. What do you mean, a safe place? It's in the crystal mine. Even a wind can reach it there. Let me see it. Then everything is arranged. How are we going to thwart the evil Empress? We will. Wah! Sala! Ariel, you... Looks... I'll take Sarah with me. Wait, don't move. The princess is dying. I wonder... Rooks! Wait! Ariel! No, Ariel's already gone. Who are you? Ariel's first apprentice, Zariel. I've come to defeat you. Prepare to meet your doom. God damn it, not again. Man, this card's disappointing the shit out of me. Zariel's defeated. Sarah. Chapter 3. Rescue. With such an important mission to complete, where is he gone? His letter on top of the desk. To Solara. I am coming to the ice mine. Don't do anything until I get there. The ice mine. Should probably save. I definitely need cards. Okay, how much cards do I got? Oops. Okay, I got enough of those for now. Okay, I'll also buy that Sabatar for Axe. Kinda steep, but we'll buy it.